Meanwhile, the humanitarian crisis in Gaza continues to worsen as Israel-Hamas conflict persists. While some aid has reached the region, it remains insufficient to meet the growing needs. In the latest developments, Israeli Prime Minister Netanyahu reaffirmed Israel's stance on Gaza, while international calls for peace intensifies. Here's a closer look at the situation.
The humanitarian crisis in Gaza continues to worsen, with the Israel-Hamas conflict exacerbating the already dire conditions. While some aid supplies have reached the region, including assistance that helped local bakeries resume their operations, the relief has been limited, and much more is urgently needed to address the overwhelming needs.
After more than 2.5 months of border crossings being closed, certainly, the humanitarian situation in Gaza is in dire condition. What we'll need to do is to continue to bring humanitarian aid, advocate for the crossings to be open, and make sure that the food goes to the ones mostly in need.
On Thursday, trucks carrying essential humanitarian aid were seen at the Kerem Shalom border crossing in Israel. These trucks, loaded with wheat flour, oil, and canned goods, were brought to a special compound before being dispatched into Gaza. Despite Israel allowing 100 trucks of aid into Gaza, including medical supplies and baby food, UN officials have reported that distribution issues have hindered aid from reaching those who need it the most. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, speaking in Jerusalem, reaffirmed his government's stance on Gaza, reiterating its goal for the complete disarmament of Hamas and maintaining Israeli military control over the region, citing security concerns and the need for long-term stability.
Our forces are capturing more and more territories to clear them of terrorists and Hamas's terror infrastructure. And at the end of this process, all of the Gaza Strip will be under Israeli security control and Hamas will be completely defeated.
Despite ongoing international calls for a ceasefire, efforts to halt the fighting have failed. The resumption of military assaults on Gaza in March, post a 2-month ceasefire, has sparked condemnation from countries including Britain and Canada, which have historically been cautious in criticizing Israel. Netanyahu responded to these criticisms, calling it a disgrace that nations like Britain are imposing sanctions on Israel instead of Hamas. Meanwhile, in Israel, unease continues to grow amidst the continuation of the conflict, especially with the Israeli hostages still in captivity. With 58 hostages still in captivity, the situation has led to increasing tensions and demands for action to resolve the conflict. Bureau Report, DD India.